Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Brendan Cox's How to Be Internet Famous. So I got this book off of Amazon. I believe it only cost me like $13 and it's a pretty small book. Brendan does a great job at getting to the point with this book. All the chapters are incredibly small. Some of them are even only like 1 or 2 pages, but like that. For instance, though, he just does a great job at showing you how to grow your platform and how to make your name and your company known to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. So with this, I want to just jump into a few of the chapters. I'm going to talk about what I think he does a great job at, how you can grow your platforms, and then beyond that, I want to talk about 2 different companies, one being Glossier and one being Glam and Grace, and these are 2 makeup companies, and I want to talk about how they are doing a great job at following these practices and how they could do better. And then I'm going to talk about what actually surprised me in this book, because there were a few things. So starting off, Brendan does a great job of explaining that you need to figure out your why. So if you can't understand why you are doing this, why you're making this product, why you're starting this brand on this account, why are you doing what you're doing? Are you trying to meet people's needs of understanding how to fix their car or how to fix their laptops? Are you wanting to show people that's important to be sustainable with their products? Like what are you doing and why are you doing it? If you can figure that out first, that will guide you in the right direction to grow. Beyond that, he says that you should pick your niche. So you should do something that you are passionate about. If you are not passionate about what you are trying to sell or what you are trying to market in your brand, you will fail. Because it only within a few weeks of you doing this, it takes a lot of work to grow and to be internet famous. If you don't love what you're doing, you will fail, simply. Decide on your focus platform. So there's many platforms people are using nowadays, so such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Snapchat, you name it. Like there's so many different platforms you could be using, so it's important that you understand which platform is going to help your ideas grow. You want to reach your target audience, so recognize if you're trying to sell something, what are you trying to sell and which platform are those people on? Understand that first. You need to be consistent. If you are not consistent, you will not grow. You need to be posting every single day. And I'm not talking just posting garbage. It needs to be good content. Brendan says in his novel, if it is not the best content, if you are not putting the effort into it, it's a waste of your time. And like I said, I did not say this is going to be easy, but it takes a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of time. But if you do these things, you will succeed. That is what he says in this book. If you do these things, there is no reason for failure. You need to hack the hashtag. So by this, what he means is that instead of just using a ton of like random hashtags, realize the hashtags that are going to help your page grow. So if you're trying to sell, for instance, like a sustainable makeup product, makeup products, nowadays people are wanting makeup that is like natural looking and it's dewy and it looks like it just like glides on your skin. So maybe your hashtags could be like hashtag dewy makeup, hashtag natural makeup, hashtag eco-friendly, hashtag sustainable. So those type of hashtags are going to obviously bring in people who are wanting to have that type of look of makeup. So understanding your hashtags and which ones you are using is crucial. Also, do your followers matter? One of his chapters in this, he goes into this a little bit, and I'm just going to briefly explain. If you are buying your followers, people will be able to tell. So if you have, for instance, like 10,000, 20,000 followers, but your posts are only getting like 10, 30 likes, it's obviously not authentic. Like people are going to realize that it's not real, and with that, they're not going to trust you. So if you're buying your followers, it's a horrible idea. Your followers in the end, they will grow if you follow these practices, but if you start to buy them, people are not going to trust you, therefore you will not have loyal customers and a loyal brand. Your value is huge. So are you trying to reach entertainment value, educational value, comedic value? What are you trying to get across? What is the value of your company? Are you trying to educate people on how to fix something, how to do something, are you trying to be hilarious? Are you trying to be funny? Are you trying to be a comedian? Like, what are you trying to do on your platform? If you can figure that out and you can correctly have this value within your company, people will notice that and it will grow your brand. Beyond that, Brendan also talks a little bit about allying the value to yourself. Think about if you were seeing this, would you scroll past it? Would you comment? Like, what would you do? Stop doing what everyone else is doing. If you are following other people, you're not going to grow. Like, it's simply like, you got to be an outlier. You don't want to be the fish in the school of fish. You got to be the one that's out there doing something different. I don't know if that means you got to be doing something with sarcasm, if that means that you need to be doing something that has that you're editing really well, if that means that you're just letting the video flow and you're just being natural and real, if that means that you're partnering with companies, like whatever you're doing, you need to stand out. You got to stand out if you want to grow. And that might take some risks, and that might take you failing a few times, but once you have something that makes people realize you stand out, you will succeed. Beyond that, your comments mean more than you think. So a lot of the time people will get maybe they'll get a lot of likes that they could be buying, but your comments are huge. So in some of the most viral videos, people's comments aren't always even that positive. Sometimes the comments are people, even sometimes hating on the video, but it doesn't mean it didn't go viral. So with that, it's like, obviously you want to be able to reach people, and you'll be able to know that you're doing that if you have comments. The more comments you have, the more the algorithm is going to push out your content. So the more your content's getting pushed out, the more people are going to see it, the more people are going to talk about it. If you can have a reason in your video or your photo that makes people want to comment, this will help. So if you're asking them a question maybe, or you're having a discussion with them, and let me know what you guys think. Like, what do you guys think about this? Having people have a reason to comment is going to help you grow. Promise. Beyond that, he also says keep up with the social media trends. If you're not able to keep up with the social media trends, you're going to fail. You gotta be on it. You gotta be relevant. So if you're not checking your phone every day, or your laptop or your tablet, and staying up to date with what's occurring, like, you're not gonna know what's up. There's trends that are constantly happening now. Nowadays with TikTok, people will literally post something that's trending for a week, and that's it. So you gotta stay up on it. You might post something and that might have been a trend 3 weeks ago. Well, it's too late now. So if you're not staying up to it and keeping your content relevant, people will not care for it. A little bit more that I wanted to just dive into that he says is that partnerships are huge. So if you're able to start partnering with small influencers or brands, this will help you grow. It doesn't need to be someone huge at the beginning. You will eventually reach that. But brand integrations are huge and will really help you grow. And it's important at the end of the day that you know your worth as a company too. You don't want to be posting garbage. You don't want to be doing partnerships that are just so you can try to get your word out there. These need to be partnerships that you are comfortable about and that you're confident in and that you feel are worth your time. Because if they're not worth it, people recognize that and they will not agree with you partnering with them. If you're an eco-friendly brand and you do a partnership with some company that's not eco-friendly, there you go. Like, you're going to lose your brand. You're going to lose your value. Building your own products is also huge. If you're interested in a makeup brand, or you have a makeup brand and you're creating your own products, like, people are going to realize like those things are unique. If you're talking about your own products on your TikTok account rather than just promoting other people's products, people are going to be interested in that. Like, that brings curiosity, just knowing like, hey, I created this, I know it's sustainable, I did it myself. That's awesome. Live streaming is huge. Like, you might have to accumulate some followers to do that. I think on TikTok it's like 10,000 followers and you can go live. But going live is a great way for you to have a discussion with your on different platforms with your audience. And beyond that, if you can go to any type of events, this is going to help you grow as well. So if there's like some type of social media event or event in marketing or advertising that's occurring somewhere around where you live, this will help you grow. This will help you get your word out there and your brand out there, because the more you can talk to people and the more you can hear other people's perspectives and what they're doing, that will help you realize, hey, that might be a good idea for me to do, but do it in my own sense. In the end, I want to say, don't overthink it. So, this is not rocket science. It is definitely a lot of work and it takes a lot of time, but this is a simple way to grow. Like, there's nothing about this that is incredibly challenging. You just have to be committed to it and want it. If this is something that you don't want, it's not like nothing's going to come out of it. It's not going to, like, you're not going to grow. If you have to be committed, you have to want it, you have to be passionate about it. And I promise if you check out this book and you really like just get into it, you will be so persuaded to want to follow his directions. Like, Brendan does a phenomenal job at getting to the point. But with that, I want to talk about a few things that surprised me in the book, and then I want to talk about a few brands. So it surprised me how he says that you should, like a few of the things that he posts about, or that he says, I just feel like are a little bit contradicting. So he says, don't post garbage, which I believe in. But then he says, do partnerships with anyone you can. Like just get yourself out there. This kind of surprises me that he says that, because I'm like, hey, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, I'm like, if you are doing partnerships with people that you don't really agree with, like you are in the sense posting garbage, and like you might yourself think it's fine because you're like, hey, well, I'm still eco-friendly, but in the end, like people are gonna notice what, like people will look into the other company, and they will trash on you for being a partnership. We're doing a partnership with them. Another thing that surprised me about this book is that he says, do followers even matter? Like I said, you have to make sure that your followers are real. If not, like they're not authentic. But he says like they don't really matter. You just have to have comments. I don't really agree with that. I think followers do matter. I think that if you have a good following on your platform, people are going to want to follow you because they know, hey, 1,000 other people agree with them. 20,000 other people agree with them. 1 million people agree with them. I think your followers do matter, and I do think that it's crucial, though, that they're real. I do agree with him in that way. Another thing that surprised me is that he says to stop doing what everyone else is doing. I think that in some ways this is true, because it's like you should be unique. You should be posting your own content. It should be real. But I will say, to stay up with the trends, sometimes you do have to do what others are doing. So with that, I will say, make sure that you can spin off what other people are doing and be unique in your own way. But also at the same time, if you are wanting to follow someone else and someone's ideas, that's not a harmful thing to do nowadays. It is hard to get creative and be completely out of the box every single day when you're trying to be consistent with your content. If you have to copy someone's ideas here and there, that's fine. Just make sure you spin it off in your own way, and so it's unique. So with that, I just want to talk about 2 different companies, and then I'll let you guys go. So I have Glam and Grace and Glossier. Both of these are makeup products, sell makeup products. So one of them, Glam and Grace, is a small makeup company that's based out of Cleveland, Ohio. I actually found them off of Instagram, and they post products that look very dewy. Like I was saying, they look very natural, and they have pops of color, and they're beautiful, and they have colors for every skin tone, which is great. They say that they're non-toxic products, silicone free. Like they really market their brand to be real and authentic. I think this is phenomenal. But I will say, they have 10,000 followers. They only get 30 likes on a post. I don't believe that equals out. You know what I mean? So you gotta be sure that your followers are real. If those followers were authentic, if they were actually getting 2,000, 1,000 likes each post, then I would probably believe that these were real. And then I'd probably be wanting to actually buy these products, because I'd be like, you know what? This many people obviously are into this product for a reason, and their products look awesome. They post on Instagram. They're consistent. It's great. I want to check them out. I want to buy one of their products. They're a woman-based company, which is awesome. Sounds like that they have great values and they are sustainable. But with the fake followers thing, it's like that completely cancels it out for me, So I think that's huge. And then another thing, Glossier, it's a huge makeup company. You've probably heard about it before, but I want to talk about them because I think Glossier, they do a great job at appealing to a huge audience. So they not only do they sell makeup products, but they sell skincare products. And I love that they combine those two together, because although that might not seem significant, I do really think it is significant to the audience and to the generations that are currently Gen Z and millennials. It's huge for them to have skincare products and makeup products that are not going to break out their skin. They're spending so much money on these nice skincare products, but then it's if their makeup makes them break out, it's the fact that Glossier is able to do this 2-in-1 effect and make you confident that, hey, if their face wash keeps my skin clear and healthy, then I'm definitely gonna buy their blush, because their blush has great reviews, and it also isn't gonna break me out because it uses the same chemicals or the same product ingredients in the product. So I trust them. I think that Glossier, they do a great job at including everyone. They're very diverse, and they make sure that their posts are not all just makeup either. Their most recent Instagram photo I just checked, it's a photo of a plant, and the caption's just like a simple, refreshing plant to help like soothe your Wednesday, you know, or whatever. It's like, that has nothing to do with their product, but they're just showing you. And I think in a way, it kind of does have a parallel with their products, because the plant is like, the leaf is like a wet little leaf on this beautiful plant. And it's like, you know, this is what your skin could be like if you use Glossier. Like, your skin could be wet and dewy as well. So I think that they're doing something with that, you know. They're not even showing their product, but they're doing something. So if you can market your product and you can market yourself to be like a company that people want to follow and people want to stay engaged with, and they've seen you partner with people that they trust, you're gonna grow, you know. Like, I think that these two companies, they do a great job at following a lot of the things in this book. They're consistent. They are both aware of how to grow their platforms. They use different social media platforms, but I will say there's always room for improvement. So with that, I think that these trends and methods discussed in this book, they do impact social media, because they're really showing you that if you can't stay relevant, you can't stay up to date with the trends, you're gonna fail. So with that, guys, I just want to say, like, thanks for watching today. I know that I spoke about a ton, but I really hope that it helped you understand these products, how your products can and your brand can really change based off of how you're appealing to your audience. And hopefully you guys can check out this book. Like I said, it's How to Be Internet Famous by Brennan Cox. I got it on Amazon, but I really think this is a great way for you guys to quickly realize how you can grow your platform. This actually only took me a day or two to read, like I was saying, so let me know if you guys check it out, and I'll link the book down below in my comments. But thanks so much for watching, and let me know what you guys want me to talk about next. Always here to give you guys a peer review on these type of novels, so thank you so much.